smiley face. The balloon is happy because it is full. It is full of air. If the balloon was the human body, what do you think the air represents? Yes, the air represents good nutrition. Here, the balloon is full of good nutrition and is happy. Without the nutrition and food, the balloon will be shriveled up and not happy. First of all, we're going to have someone come up, and here I have a cereal. I would like you to support a typical bowl of cereal that you would have in the morning. The student would come up and pour in cereal that they usually have. Usually students just pour in, and most students, especially at a younger age, would fill the bowl full. The bowl is full here, as you can see, but then they don't really realize how much a serving is. If you were to look on the box at the nutrition facts, we'll be looking through this unit, we'll look at, an actual serving of the special K cereal is actually 3/4 a cup. Well, in this bowl, it looks like there's a lot more than 3/4 a cup of cereal. So here, let's just see how much extra servings they have. You just pour the cereal back in here. There is 3/4 a cup, so there's already one serving of cereal that they're having. Pour that again. There's 2 servings of cereal they're having, and it looks like there's a little bit more, so I would say a little bit over 2. Well, realistically, in the morning, they might be like, you may be like, I just had a bowl of cereal. Well, realistically, you had 2 servings of cereal and you had milk. So you had double the calories than you thought you could have had. That's why it's important that in this nutrition unit that we will be exploring serving size, dietary recommendations, and how much calories you are really taking in when you don't even realize it. Here we have just a typical dinner plate. This is a typical dinner plate that I'm sure many of you use at restaurants, at home, any day of living. Usually when someone eats supper, they fill their plate up and they feel the need to always eat it all. But what you really don't know is that this plate is much bigger than the actual serving size. Here we have about a 11-inch dinner plate. That is a modern typical plate that is actually being used today by Americans. When realistically, the actual American dinner plate should be just the inside bowl of the dinner plate, not including this outside about 2 inches here. So just be inside. So right there just shows how much more calories and food you are taking in than you normally should. Next, I would hand out an actual serving of paper plate, which would be an actual dinner plate size that you should be using. The students then would actually take and divide up what they think that they should be getting for fruits, vegetables, dairy would be in a cup, meat, and then grains. So the students would take the dinner plate and then just write out of marker, so just what they think that they should be getting, and determine how much to eat. So they may say this might be like the grains, meat, dairy, protein, vegetables, and so on and so forth. Next, we will be looking at portion distortion in America. Here's just a quick little intro about portion distortion that you might see every day in America. Portion distortion. Here is typical, when you go to eat for supper and stuff like that, and you usually have at least 2 pieces of pizza. Well, here, this is what today's pizza looks like compared to what it looked like 20 years ago and what it actually shows in actual serving size. So this shows how much more calories, 500 calories what you should be getting versus 850 calories that you are getting. Also, here is another portion distortion. Here we have the American burgers and what actual cheeseburgers look like. Fries, 610 calories versus 210 calories. Here's a turkey sandwich, which is 320 calories versus 820 calories, a 5 calorie difference. Bagels, I'm sure many of you have bagels for breakfast. Today's bagel is well over double the size of what it should be. Pasta, as it goes back to the dinner plate, how much bigger it is. So you're getting, well over 2 times as much pasta. And then your soda drink. You're always drinking the big gulp, super gulp. When realistically, this should only be 85 calories of soda per serving size, which would be the 8 ounce. So this is why we about nutrition. During this nutrition unit, we will be learning about nutrition overall. We'll be studying the food group, and specifically in each food group, what nutrients are given to them and why they are important to the body and how they are beneficial. We'll be looking at dietary guidelines. Specifically, dietary guidelines are how much you should be eating and your recommended for each day. And we will be specifying how much you should be eating, how much you should be eating, and what you should be eating, and are you getting enough of the right foods. So you're going to be analyzing what you eat on a daily basis and making sure it is correct as to what your recommended needs are. And through this, we'll be exploring the My Food plate that is given to us by MyFoodGo. This is a wonderful website that we'll be accessing, and it's full of guidelines and everything that we will be searching through the course of this unit. Is there any questions? If students have no questions, next I'll be telling you the KWL chart. The KWL chart is, right now you will discuss the K and W portions. On the K portion, you'll be simply writing what you already know about nutrition overall generally, and what you know about your nutrition, what you need in your body. And then in the W, you're going to be writing out what you want to know, what you want to learn through this unit, and what is beneficial for your learning.